stuff.
Yeah, that holds static pressure, correct? And so I'm just wondering how, because you'd see that a lot more often or something, because that gas is running in there and it explodes or something. I guess it had to be a gas leak, and the gas would have to fill the room for it to really, because you could have a leak in your pipe, put a lighter to it, and it won't blow up. There's too much static pressure.
And just think of the size of that explosion.
Yeah, it took out like 3 houses.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the truth of that. Yep. There's definitely nothing in the ground that caused it. But,
so it wasn't like no, because I know there's millivolts going through the main line to stop oxidation. So none of that would be at play. You don't think?
We've already investigated.
Can you send signals through that, like radio signals?
I've not seen them do it.
You've never heard of it?
I don't doubt that they can.
Right.
Yeah, because I think the water companies might even do that.
They're sending signals through.
Or at least they used to.
Wow. Yeah, because you could like just go right to the pipes on your house and just jump right in.
Major electrical circuits like Duquesne lights and stuff. They're called. I'm trying to think. It's the circuits on the top of the high tension lines. They're called SCADA.
SCADA.
And that's the lines that are doing all their metering across the system.
Oh, really?
They're doing
well, even with these new solar panels, you're backfeeding the system now. And there's a big problem with propagation right now.
You gotta be careful while losing them.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Like, I think people could even tap into, you just throw a wire over that, you tap right in.
Imagine what our firefighters got to deal with trying to fight those fires.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
Panels on the roof.
Yes, it's absolutely nuts. Well, did you heard about down at Duquesne Light, the, what is it, the specialty transformer blew up down there in the summer.
Yeah, it was a frequency changer.
It was a frequency changer.
Yeah, it's 1 of 3. So it was one phase of a 3-phase system.
It was one phase of a 3-phase, and it was a frequency shifter. And
they're custom made, I think, out of Japan, and it takes 2 years to make.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, tell me about it. That day was crazy. I remember today, the weather and everything.
Yeah, everybody could see that from far away.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, the transformers are blowing out like crazy around here. For no reason. There's no bad weather or nothing. Poof!
Yep.
Yeah. I think it's the artificial intelligence.
AI is some crazy stuff, that's for sure.
Yeah, no doubt about that. No doubt about that.
Makes it hard to tell the truth, that's for sure.
Well, here's my thing. They say it can manipulate electrics. And so if it's able to manipulate electrics and it's monitoring our electrics, our meters in real time. So what if one of these black hat hackers gets in there and just starts moving electric around? And then with our cell phone towers too, are you familiar with those? How I hear they're going all the way up to 300 gigahertz because
like
all them transformers.
Systems I mentioned, they purposely don't have those on the internet. Those are usually isolated internal systems that don't connect to the internet in any way. For all those reasons, they can't take the cyber threat.
Okay.
Now there's some that do.
Now here's the other question: what if you can make a transformer, like a very small transformer with some of the advancing technologies today, and you set that up there and you start running static lines and start beamforming. And then you could really do some, like you could beam that at someone's house and you can make communications come through the walls.
Probably could.
Yeah. I think they call that nanotechnology.
Sounds right.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing what's going on right now. Yeah, I was just talking to a guy at the gas station this morning. He's telling me that morticians were pulling worms out of people's bodies, out of their blood vessels. And they're saying it's from this nano or vaccines or something.
Wow. Never heard
No, if that's inside of you and you get around these electric fields and magnetic fields, you could really hurt someone and cause them to have a heart attack.
I don't know if there's any truth to that. I work with the ME's office pretty often. I never heard of any of that stuff.
Yeah. Something called genetically engineered magnetoprotein. Yeah, and they're causing these false brain waves with radio frequency. Now we're hacking the brains. Those chip companies. Who's that, Elon Musk?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's to blame, I bet.
That's always been evolving for sure.
Yeah.
That stuff probably goes back to the 50s.
Yeah, you're right. They're hitting the White House in 45, right after Nikola Tesla died.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he made the bomb. He was the first one to make the atom split.
He's a smart guy.
Yeah, I call him a prick. You should have killed him. We wouldn't have all this shit.
Yeah, he went right up against George Westinghouse and all those big shots. Tesla was right.
Well, he walked the earth here in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
He was here from 88 to 94.
Mm-hmm.
1888 to 1894. He used to stay here in Pittsburgh. And not once have I heard about this guy. There has to be something here, huh? Radio Hill, they call this place.
Mm-hmm.
First radio broadcast was in 1950.